As a speaker, one thing you got to learn how to use effectively is humor. Listen, every single person on the planet enjoys a good laugh or even a small lighthearted chuckle. Humor goes a extremely far way in making you a desired speaker. It's a super powerful tool, but it's a tool that you'll want to use wisely. So here are a couple tips on how to use humor. Tip number 1, your joke should be relatable, okay? Your joke should also be something that aligns with your audience's culture and interest. Let me say it again. You want your joke to align with your audience's culture and interest. For example, I live in Dallas, Texas area. Everybody out here is a Cowboy fan. You don't want to say things that make the Cowboys sound bad. You will create people who don't want to hear you no more. Okay? They will be turned off because you made the wrong joke about the wrong people. There is technically a way to make jokes about anything and everything in any group, but you'll probably be a full fledged comedian by the time you learn how to do that. So, unless you plan on studying comedy and practicing and failing at that enough times for you to get good at it, I say stay away from controversial topics and things of that nature because they truly can alienate portions of your audience, which you don't want. Every time you speak, you want to do a good job and you want the vast majority of the people to say, man, so and so was an amazing speaker, right? Humor can help you do that, but not if you make the humor work against you, right? So you'll want to do that. You'll want to avoid controversial topics. Topics like politics may not seem controversial to you if you and most of the people around you share the same political views. But when you're going to speak to a group of people, you don't know what those political views are. For example, if you were to speak at a church, let's say you're speaking at a church that is Kojic, Church of God in Christ, their political views might be one way. But then if you go speak at a First Baptist church, though their theology is largely the same, their political views might be vastly different. And then get this, you think you know the political views because you think you know the political views of the Church of God in Christ, or you think you know the political views of Baptist folks. But it turns out those political views could be vastly different than even what you think. There's no way to know that. So what you do is you stay away from that. If you're going to make a joke that is bad about a group of people, make that joke bad about yourself. Okay? But jokes in and of itself, it makes your message more memorable because everybody likes to laugh. If you made somebody laugh or just chuckle a little bit throughout your presentation, then they enjoyed themselves with every little chuckle. So you are more memorable, right? I just did something. I made a joke about how when you're on stage, how you should stand tall. And I said, I know I'm saying that at only 5'4", right? Because I'm a short guy. So yes, me, as short as I am, can stand tall. That's a small, quick, easy joke to make. It's about myself. The audience doesn't feel bad about it, but they're gonna laugh. It doesn't have to be super hilarious to be effective. It should just be a joke. So one thing I want you to figure out is what is a humorous story or an example that you can include in your next speech. And here's one thing about humor. It could be the story, it could be the example, or it could just be the way that you deliver it that makes people laugh. So that's something you should definitely practice and include in your presentations moving forward. Let's get funny, y'all.